For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Matthews. But my friends call me Money Making Mitch! Money Making Mitch, have you ever seen that movie Paid in Full? It's a really sad gangster movie. I don't know how I adopted this name, but I did.
What's going on, folks? Eddy Carrington, Mayor of Flux City, and today I have closed on the sale of my condo that I previously owned on the west side of Detroit. And the condo was probably on the market for, I don't know, less than a week before I actually gained an offer for the unit, which is actually amazing in today's market. Condos are really hard to sell, but I think that we priced it at a price point that made it a lot easier to move, you know, at the end of the day. So happy to have had sold that unit, because I think I saw a stat where there are 72% more condos than there are buyers of those condos. And so the market of you know, condominiums is really flooded. And once again, to be able to sell that unit as quick as I was able to, I'm happy. But it's also bittersweet. You know, I bought this unit in the Wayne County auction some time ago, I think 2017, and I only paid, I think, $6,300 for it. Really good deal. And at that time, it only had an association fee of $280 a month. And I did a little bit of work, you know, painted the cabinets, updated some electrical, and painted the whole unit, of course, sanded the floors and refinished the floors, put some tile down in the kitchen. But for the most part, not that big of an update when it came to the, you know, the rehab of this unit. And I was able to find a rental tenant fairly quickly for this door of mine, for this rental unit that ultimately, you know, was leased up consistently up until a few months ago, when my second tenant that moved into the unit recently moved out. But I decided against it because the association fee went from about $280 all the way up to $392 per month. And I just decided at this present moment, I would like to get out of the single door management of landlordism. I don't know if landlordism is a word, but I like the idea. I like the concept of having a multi-door facility to in turn manage and allow for the management of the property to be a little bit more efficient, effective, whereas these one-off doors that I have scattered throughout the city, I'm starting to divest myself from them in order for me to put a little bit more focus and emphasis on larger projects that come with a different type of management approach. But with that said, I am really glad that I was able to sell the unit, and shout out to my agent who was able to really get this unit moved fairly quickly. He made a few calls to people that he knew and found a buyer fairly quickly on this unit. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss it. It was a fairly easy unit to maintain for the most part. But yeah, I'm just glad to be able to, you know, have a win like that. I will say one thing that probably helped the sale of this unit was the land contract that we put in place, giving the buyer a little bit of flexibility and kind of financing the purchase for this buyer was something that probably helped. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're still having to manage the monthly payments with the purchaser. And once they are fully paid up, then the deed technically gets recorded at that point. Once I sign off and give the heads up to the title company, they in turn send the executed deed over to the city of Detroit, and it is completely theirs. But at this present moment, at the very least, they are responsible for, obviously the upkeep of the unit, the property taxes, the association fee, insurance, all of that. I also had an opportunity to wish Michelle Matthews, or Money Mitch, who used to work for Capital Impact Partners, a farewell, as she's moving to another role. And she's actually going to work for a modular company that is highly respected here in the city of Detroit and Metro Detroit, based off of the leadership, based off of what they've been able to accomplish. And I'm really excited for her future. Michelle Matthews is important to the ecosystem here and has been important, especially for helping me to push my projects, across the finish line in a number of ways. The number of grants that she introduced me to, not only for me, but for the tenants that we attracted from a commercial standpoint to the recent project that we completed over on the east side. There were grant dollars that we were able to funnel through me to the commercial tenants to in turn help them flesh out their site design, right? Grant dollars for pre-development, just so many different ways that she's been a value add to the Detroit ecosystem of developers and including myself. So shout out to Michelle Matthews for really being about that life when it came to helping us developers level up in one way or another. Not to mention, I forgot to add the fact that she's probably provided me with maybe 2 or 3 support letters that I would incorporate in RFPs that I would submit to entities to have them consider me and my team for the selection of a development that we were interested in. And, anytime I would request something like that, she was on top of it. So, once again, shout out to Michelle Matthews. I was able to capture some of the event that Capital Impact threw for Michelle over at a Bird's Cigar Lounge over right off of, I think it's in the North End. Really cool place. I got to get an opportunity to hopefully talk to the owners there and maybe feature them on this channel if I'm lucky enough. But once again, shout out to Michelle. Check out the farewell and her message to her supporters, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Here, first of all, what a pleasure to see all of you in the crazy times that we're in, especially seeing everyone's faces outside of just a Zoom bubble is so much. It fills our cups so much. I think I pretty much know almost everyone here, but for those that I do not know, hi, my name is Rihanna Stewart, and I am the Detroit Initiatives Manager with Capital Impact Partners. I do have notes on my phone, which is a little tacky, but I wanted to be able to remember everything that I needed to say. But I just want to take a moment to celebrate 2 really incredible moments and 2 incredible people here today. I kept this short, Michelle, just because we're sappy and we will start crying if I go too long. But first, Michelle, thank you. Thank you for introducing me to Capital Impact Partners. She's the reason why I was hired and how I got here. If those of you don't know, we met at an establishment like this, traded numbers, talked on the phone, and I was like, that is the job for me. So that's how I got here. But thank you so much for introducing me. Thank you for your leadership and for guiding me as I learned the network, the organization, and the work we're all doing here tonight. Your dedication to the mission is inspiring, to say the least, but even more, I have loved your sense of humor and your lightness. You've always been down to clown with me on a joke when corporate things get crazy that these folks don't know about, or just help keep things light when times are tough. Like you say, we're sisters. It's weird. We've had so many similarities in our lives, and we've ended up here together, which I don't think is by any mistake. But that balance of seriousness and the joy is such a gift, and you will carry that on in all the roles you continue to have. And I feel so, so, so lucky to have learned from you and alongside you. So thank you, Michelle. Yeah, we can give a little round of And then to Brianna Jackson. Those of you that don't know, this is Brianna. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you. It's been such a joy to see you in action as a Challenge Detroit Fellow over the last year. You are so smart and passionate and committed, and you're always willing to step up and try new things. I can say without hesitation that the energy and perspective and heart that you're going to bring to this work is exactly what makes our team stronger and Detroit stronger. And I can't wait to see what we build together. Like, now it's me and you. So as we look forward, I am genuinely excited, you guys. I know this year has been rocky for so many, as I'm getting a phone call. It's been rocky for so many, but this community is what I always lean back into and why I continue to push forward through the work that we're doing. I'm thinking of Brianna and myself, and shout out to Mario for this from this morning as the R&B duo of Capital Impact Partners. I'll be bringing the experience that I have, a little bit of wisdom that I've learned from Michelle and others from CIP along the way, and also some leadership that you've passed down. And Brianna is bringing that energy, some curiosity, and boldness, I feel like, to our team. So together, me and you, we're gonna make some incredible music, which in this world and where we're at today means creating meaningful change in our communities, lifting each other up, and having a lot of fun along the way, because that's just me. Why do anything unless we're celebrating some joy as well? I'm also excited to share that we have received some funding to continue supporting training and technical assistance and capacity building work in Detroit for 2026 and 2027. That's honestly a really big win. I've been working really hard on that to keep this work going. And so that means we want to keep hearing from all of you, all of our alumni, all of our partners. What ways can we support you through meaningful resources and opportunities? Brianna and I are truly here to listen and then create programming that reflects what you all need. So don't be a stranger. Don't be afraid to reach out. We're only an email or a text or a phone call away. I know we're no Michelle, but we will impart all of the wisdom and things that she's taught us upon you. So let's raise a glass to Michelle and Brianna and to the journeys ahead, to learning, laughter, and building something really extraordinary together, you all. With that, I say, cheers, y'all. Cheers. And I would love to invite Brianna to share a few words, and then Michelle, if you have any parting words, I would love for you to share as well. So thank you guys so, so much. If I haven't gotten to say hi to you, please come up and say hello. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. I actually didn't prepare anything because I didn't know I was speaking. So, but I am very grateful for this opportunity I had with Challenge Detroit, just to connect with so many amazing partners, developers, and people in the community that are doing the work in a place that I really, really love. I'm a Detroit native. I'm from here, from the West Side. I really do care about the city, and I really enjoy this, bringing together a lot of people that care about the city the same way I do. So if I haven't met you officially, feel free to come up to me, talk to me. A lot of you people see me via email to see my name, but here's the face, I'm a real person. Yeah, and I want to connect with everyone, so I'm looking forward to the work we're gonna do in the future. I have a lot to learn from everybody, so that's why I absolutely want to connect with everyone. So I want to thank Michelle personally, because she's the one who hired me, also like Brianna said, into Capital Impact Partners. So it's been great. So thank you, Michelle.
Let's give it up. All right, you guys, I got 1 foot out the door right now, so, and I'm real loose. I'm real loose. So it's gonna be fun. Rihanna, you're like a sister to me. Give me a hug right now. Brianna, I love you. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Alright, I have notes from my phone, and I'm gonna try and read from them without crying. Oh, alright, where are we at? Thank you, Rihanna, for everything. Let's give it up for Rihanna and Brianna! Sorry for looking down at my phone. I just I can't, I want to freestyle so bad, but
Do it.
But I think everyone's gonna like the words that I have to say. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Matthews. But my friends call me Money Making Mitch. Money Making Mitch. Have you ever seen that movie Paid in Full? It's a really sad gangster movie. I don't know how I adopted this name, but I did.
You know.
I'd like to first take a moment and welcome Brianna to the team full time as Capital Impact's new training and technical assistant specialist. I'm so excited that Brianna can follow in my footsteps and carry on this work. I'm so grateful that there's someone here to continue supporting this work alongside Rihanna. It is so important, the work that we're doing. Together, they'll carry this torch for the Detroit program. One more round of applause. Just like any Capital Impact event, we want to encourage a high degree of engagement. So for this next bit, when you hear something that applies to you, I want your best hoot and holler. I'm looking for something rowdy and slightly disruptive here. That's what I'm going for. All right, Steven's leading the way. All right, yeah, my next note was here. Now let's practice and make some noise. I had pause written. All right, that was great. Let's get into it. I'll try to be brief and just clue you in. I'm going to start with some deep cuts, so the energy builds. So it might be kind of light at the beginning. Who remembers my first apartment in Detroit the first year, or the year was 2012, at the Fife on the corner of Woodward and West Adams? My best friend Kat and Marshall Simons. Marshall Simons, my friend who is the photographer here, remembers this. Medvis Jackson's calling me right now. God damn it. What's up, Medvis? I'm giving a speech right now, brother. Yeah, I'm giving a speech right now.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay, hope to see you soon. All right, who here was ever my customer at DeMongo's in my bartender days? All right, yeah, it's supposed to build. All right, who remembers when I was slinging millwork and architecture at the design build firm? Nicole does. There's a couple more for Nicole. Anyone remember when I was a staffer at DEGC working on Motor City Match? I know you're in the crowd. All right, this one's about you, but it's really about all of us. Make some noise if you're my mentor, teacher, best friend, or colleague. You know you're the best, right? That one was really for Richard Hosey. All right, things might start getting loud. Who here has ever read my emails and was turned on to a new opportunity because of it?
Hey!
Who here ever got a letter of support or recommendation from me? I hope you got that opportunity or job, G. All right, this next one is a big one, and I want your best. Whoever got a grant from me and capital impact partners. Money Mitch. All right, I could go on and on about how much this community means to me. Thank you. From the deepest part of my hillbilly heart. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. All right, now, was that too long or was that too short? What are you feeling?
That was
It was
perfect.
just fine? All right. Then let's get drinking again. Thank you all.
Thank you guys. Let's go.